This is Staff Sergeant Simpson with a new video. This one will be about firearm choices and selection. I know it's a pretty hot topic for a lot of people out there these days, and I just want to share my limited knowledge of the firearms that I do have and firearms in general to help you maybe make a better choice on what you want to get and what you want to use and all that for your home defense or personal defense, or just plinking around and having fun at the range or out in the middle of nowhere, whatever you want to do. So I guess the first thing you have to ask yourself what it's for. So if you're going to use this for personal protection, or you're going to use it for self-defense, or you're going to use it just for playing around, that's the first question you have to ask yourself and then answer. The second is, are you going to conceal carry it? You're just going to leave it at home? You know, those kind of questions, you definitely have to answer those before you just go out and buy a gun. I mean, I know a lot of people that they just go out and they just buy a gun, and then they bring it home and they find out, well, that's not exactly what I wanted it for. So definitely ask and answer those questions first, and then do your research. That's very important. You have to research everything. There's a lot of different manufacturers out there, and everyone claims that they have the best gun, and they have the best concealed carry gun, and you just have to do your own homework and do your own research. And I hope maybe this video will help do that a little bit. Definitely go and look at the websites, go to the gun dealers and all that stuff, and actually get your hands on some of these guns, because just looking at it online, that's just not going to be enough. You have to feel it in your hand and all that stuff. Me personally, I have small hands, so some of the bigger guns are a little bit awkward for me to hold. My SIG, which is what I used for concealed carry for a long time, it is a bit big, and my finger doesn't quite reach where I'd like it to, but I got accustomed to it. I got used to shooting with it like that, so it was okay. So what I want to do today is I'll just go over the firearms that I have right now with me and talk about what those purposes are used, and kind of run through the way I've decided on these guns and why I decided on these guns, so that you can apply that for whatever firearms that you want and whatever purpose that you need them to serve. The first one I bought when I moved to Alaska, because I didn't bring any of my guns with me from Indiana. I couldn't get them here. You couldn't take them through Canada, through customs and all that stuff, especially pistols. I could have brought my shotguns, but it was a hectic deal, and it was just easier not to. So I don't have any of my guns that I used to have. So these are all new to me. So this one is the first one I bought. It's a Sig Sauer 2340. It's chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. I bought it for self-defense and concealed carry. And being in Alaska, you do not have to have a concealed carry permit to carry a gun. You don't have to. You can if you want, and you can take the training and all that stuff. I elected not to, because I've had a concealed carry permit in other states, and I've had plenty of training, and I just don't see, if I don't need it, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. If I don't have to have it, why bother getting it? So I chose this. I found this. It was used, and I absolutely love this gun. It's easy to operate, easy to shoot, very comfortable. It holds 12 rounds in the mag, one in the pipe. It came with 2 mags, which is nice. So there's 24 rounds there plus the one in there, so 25 rounds. That's more than enough. Got plenty of knockdown power, and I use this, like I said, for concealed carry. Downfall: it's heavy, it's big, it's bulky, and it became uncomfortable. I carried it for a long time, and it was uncomfortable. The magazine, or the holster I used for it, was this. I bought this from blackhawk.com. Very nice, quality leather, and it works well. It fits in there nice and snug, and it's great. It was bulky, and it just became very uncomfortable to carry it every single day. So I found myself more and more not bringing it, and before long I never carried it, and I hated that, because I want to be armed every day. Not that I feel threatened or whatever, but it's my right, and I'm going to do it. So I decided that the purpose for this needs to change, so I changed that purpose. So now I only take this when I go camping, hiking, hunting, fishing, stuff like that. And for that, I use my drop leg holster. This is the holster I used in the desert. It was for my Beretta 92. and I just took off the old holster, put this one on. It's a Serpa paddle holster, and I just took the paddle part off, put that on. It's got dual mag pouches. Works great. And you can open carry here, so it's pretty nice. I wouldn't take this into Walmart or Sportsman's Warehouse just because I just don't like to open carry in urban areas. But for camping, hiking, and stuff like that, it works perfectly. It fits nice. It allows me to still wear a backpack, whatever. It doesn't hinder my abilities in any way to climb over rocks and up the mountain and stuff like that. So it works perfect for that. So now I just keep this pretty much at home, locked up. Don't really use it much. So I needed a new personal carry firearm. So I decided to look around, and I seen Ruger LCP. I seen the Kel-Tec. I think it's the 380 Kel-Tec that they have. And both of those are really good guns, and I really liked them. The only thing I did not like is they did not have the external safety. And for me personally, and this is just personal preference, I just feel safer with an external safety. And there again, that's part of the selection process that I'm talking about, is knowing what you want out of a firearm. I knew I wanted an external safety. This one doesn't have it, but it has a very heavy trigger pull. And it has the decocker on it, which is another additional safety feature that it has. This one, I wanted that. So the only one I could find that I really liked was the Taurus. And I know a lot of people don't like Taurus. This is the third Taurus I've owned, and I've never had any problems with Taurus. So I didn't feel like this is an inferior gun at all. So that's what I picked. It has the safety here. It has a trigger safety like a Glock. It takes down just like a Glock. It has an additional fire pin block safety that most Tauruses are known for. The rear sights, it's a 3-dot sight. These are adjustable for windage and elevation. Not that you would really need it, because I can't imagine engaging in any self-defense arena that you would need that. But you never know. It's nice to have. It has the memory indentations on it. It comes with a 7-round magazine, and it's chambered 9mm. It's the Taurus PT 709 Slim, so it's very narrow, very light, 19 ounces, and it's just very comfortable to shoot and to carry. And I made a holster for it. This one I made just last night, actually. It's out of .08 Kydex, and I molded it all in one piece. It only took about 30 minutes to make this holster. It's pretty easy. This is my second holster that I've made, so yeah, it's pretty easy. It fits nice. It's an inside the waistband style, or you can have it on the outside. I'm a right-handed shooter, so it works for that too. It's so light and narrow that I could keep this in the small of my back and still sit down, still stand up, walk, talk. It doesn't matter. I can do anything and not even feel it there. So yet again, part of the process, finding something that you're comfortable with, that's comfortable for you, that you will take with you. I will take this every day because it's comfortable and you don't even notice it. This, however, I found myself not taking. The next firearm I have is my M&P 1522. Now this is not a self-defense firearm at all. It's a 22 long rifle. You could kill someone with that, but it's more for fun, really. I shoot it. My wife shoots it. Since she's still military, my wife, it's a nice gun to practice with, to get used to just the way it functions, because it functions exactly like an AR-15, which is what she has to shoot to keep her qualifications up. So she gets the overall motions down, and she can use this. It's very cheap to shoot, so we don't have to worry too much. And she can shoot it comfortably. My son can shoot it comfortably. I can shoot it comfortably. It's just a really fun gun to have. It has killed squirrels and rabbits. We took it on an Alaska jamboree. There were several of us that decided to go to Chugach National Forest for 3 days. And we did some camping and hiking and killed some animals in kind of a survival situation that we did. And it worked great for that purpose. A 1022 would work just the same. The nice thing about this is I like it's based on the AR-15 platform. And that's what I wanted. I can put accessories on it that I can test out those accessories, optics, lights, hand grips, whatever. I can test it out on this and then put it on there if I want to and feel the same. those are the only firearms I have here with me. I have a 12 gauge pump down south, and I have a 20 gauge single shot shotgun, and those sole purpose were for deer hunting. You can't hunt with a rifle in Indiana. It's only deer slugs. So I bought those for that purpose. But the shotguns also serve a dual purpose as home defense. You put some buckshot in there, and it works great for home defense. But you can't really take it to Walmart and carry it like you can this. So there again, you have to decide what you're going to use it for and what you want it for. If you just want a toy gun to play around with and plink around with, you can pick anything you want. If you want a Barrett 50 cal sniper rifle for that purpose, then that's great for that. But for a self-defense situation, that's not going to work too well. An AR-15 223 would be great for personal defense, but then you have to worry about the over-penetration. If you shoot through your target, shoot through your wall, and then you hit your child or your neighbor or your wife or whatever, maybe not the greatest. A little 9mm might be better for that purpose, less penetration. So you just have to decide what you want to use it for, and then do your research, and then figure out what you're comfortable with, and feel them, touch them, play with them, figure out what you want. Make sure it's going to fit your hands. Make sure it's going to fit in whatever you want to use. My wife carries this exact same gun. It fits perfectly in her purse where she wants it. It'll fit in the diaper bag for our child if she wants to, for our second child. It'll fit in the diaper bag if she wants to take that instead. It's perfect for that. This would not work for her. So the key here is just trial and error. Pick something that works for you. Doesn't matter what's popular. Doesn't matter what everyone else thinks you should have. Doesn't matter what's, oh, Glock is the best or whatever. They're all good guns, but if it doesn't work for your purpose, then don't bother buying it for that. I bought a Taurus, yeah. A lot of people don't like them, but it works. It does exactly what I want it to do. It was the only gun I seen that had every feature that I wanted. That's why I bought it. So I hope this has helped. I hope to get some more educational videos like this up. If you have any questions or you want me to go over some more things in more detail, just leave me some comments and suggestions, and we'll see you the next time.